Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Howdy, Sheriff. What'll it be?
Well, nothing now, Ruby. Just want to ask you a few questions.
Is this official or is it friendly?
Friendly.
Good. For a minute you had me thinking I'd broken one of your dad-burned ordinances.
No, it's about this gang of hooded men that's been operating around here.
How should I know anything about them outlaws?
Running a place like this, you're bound to pick up information.
Between bossing the ranch and bossing this joint, I don't have time to pick up anything but my own 2 feet.
Yeah, I know, Ruby. You have had a hard time since Jed passed on, but this is mighty important.
Look, Hugh, if I knew anything about those hooded coyotes, I'd tell you.
I think Jed knew something.
What do you mean?
Just that. Did he ever talk to you about it?
If my husband knew anything about them hooded men, he never passed it on to me. Now quit pestering me and... Just a minute. What can I do for you, Injun?
Me want a cup of coffee.
You got the money?
Me have money.
In that case, step right up to the counter and I'll...
Move on, one of you. Get them up, all of you. I don't want to hear a sound out of any of you.
What do you think you're doing?
Leaving you of your money? Come on, get back up against the wall, all of you. Get over there. Go get it.
Take your hands off my money. I worked hard for that.
Shut up. That'll be enough out of you.
Why, you...
That's better. Hurry up. Anybody else want to try? First man to come out after us is liable to get his head blown off. Well, I'll be seeing you, Sheriff. Yeah, come on.
Well, Talbot, did you find out anything?
Me find plenty. Gang hold up Golden Horseshoe Cafe.
What?
Them take money, then kill man who try to draw a gun and make getaway.
Did they wear hoods?
And belong to a hooded gang, all right.
They robbed Ruby Creston.
Plenty angry.
Has Sheriff McNeil organized a posse?
The gang not leave trail and can follow.
We'd better stay close to camp for a while.
We not give up looking for a hooded gang.
Of course not, Tonto. The West can't grow and prosper until such gangs are wiped out. But if the posse catches sight of us, it will just complicate the situation.
You wear masks, not hood.
There's not much difference to angry men. Besides, this new holdup has changed our plans. Those rumors that Ruby's husband was tied up with the outlaw gang made me suspicious of her. Now I'm not sure.
Did you lose them?
Sure. How'd it go on this end?
Couldn't be better. Where are the boys?
I'll be along in a minute. I just wanted to get this dough off my hand.
I'll count it later.
Ruby, you wouldn't think that I'm trying to pull a double cross on you, would you?
Maybe you wouldn't, Flack. But I'm still going to count it. Let him in.
Well, Ruby, how did everything go?
Not a hitch, Dusty. Robbing ourselves is the slickest thing we've ever pulled.
We'll certainly keep the law off our trail. Having McNeil in the cafe will just about make everything perfect.
You should have heard me pitch into him.
Well, certainly a good idea of yours, Ruby. You know you're better at running the gang than Jed was.
All except killing that guy.
What are you talking about?
You didn't have to kill him.
Well, he tried to draw on me, didn't he?
Sure, but you could have winged him or put him out of commission without killing him.
What difference did it make? He wasn't even a regular customer.
I joined up with you to make some easy money, Ruby. Not to go around killing people just for the fun of it.
Low down.
Now, hold it, Flack. Listen, you've been with this outfit a month, and already you don't like the way things have been run.
I didn't say that. It's just that I don't like killing people, that's all.
Now, ain't that a shame? Listen, punk. As long as I'm running this outfit, you'll do what I say. And that includes killing, if I tell you.
Well, then consider that I'm quitting as of now.
Nobody quits this gang.
Then I'm going to be the first.
All right. If that's the way you want it. Go out to the ranch and get your gear and get moving.
you crazy letting that kid go? He knows enough to hang all of us.
He won't talk.
How do you know he won't?
Because you're going to take the shortcut to the ranch and keep him from us.
Ambush him?
Yeah, there'll always be lead for a quitter as long as I'm running this outfit. Now get started.
Shots, Tonto.
Down near road.
Come on.
Outlaw get away.
Man's life is more important. He's still alive.
He'll not live long with a wound like that, Kimasabi.
Take it easy, fellow.
I tried to quit the gang.
Well, he's dead.
What gang him talk about?
I don't know, Tonto. Perhaps we can identify him. What's this? There's your answer.
That hood-like man wearing cafe.
Hooded gang. Tried to quit them and they murdered him.
You think we find gang if we trail killer?
He's had a start and plenty of time to cover his trail. Our best bet is to learn this man's identity. And we can work from there.
You want me to take body into town?
Well, they might accuse you of killing him. That's happened before.
What we do then?
I'll dig a shallow grave here. You ride into Woodstock. See what you can learn. I'll meet you at Sly Creek later.
Let me see you there.
A masked man and an engine, eh?
Well, I got away before they got a good look at me.
And you sure you took care of Bill?
I was so close I couldn't miss.
Good. And don't worry about that masked galoot. He may come in mighty handy.
What do you mean?
Well, somebody's going to be blamed for killing Bill. We might as well try and pin it on him.
Say, Ruby, that's a great idea.
Most of my ideas are great.
Hey, Ruby. The sheriff's outside asking for you.
Don't look so scared, you fool. He's got nothing on us. Tell him I'll be right with him.
Suppose you found Bill already?
Maybe. You'd better stay here while I go and try to find out. Well, did you catch them hooded sidewinders?
No, Ruby, we're lost.
Now, if you brought me out here to listen to any lame-brain excuses,
I'm not here to make excuses. I'm looking for that new fellow you had working for you here.
You mean Bill Pittman?
I reckon that's his name.
Well, what's his trouble?
A cowpoke from the Bar C spread found his horse grazing out on the trail.
Why, Bill was taking a message out to the ranch for me. Something must have happened.
That's what I was afraid of. Alan and I will backtrack the horse and see if we can find him.
I'll ride out with you. Oh, it's nothing serious. Why, Bill's one of my best hands.
We'd be glad to have you, Ruby, but it's probably just an accident of some kind.
Ain't likely. That kid knows how to handle a horse. I'll be right with you, Sheriff.
Alan, why don't you bring our horses over here?
All right. Any news, Tonto?
Sheriff tell Ruby Creston about horse found along trail. It belonged to a man who worked for her, name of Bill Pittman.
Ruby again, eh?
Me think him young feller who'll get shot.
If that's so, it means one of the hooded gang was working for her.
That not prove Ruby one of gang.
Oh, but it's more than a coincidence. Don't forget the rumors about Ruby's husband, Jed.
But her have hold up this morning.
Might have been a fake to throw the law off her trail.
If hold up a fake, she plenty clever woman.
Yes, it's about time I had a talk with Ruby.
Her ride with sheriff and deputy to backtrack on horse.
Fine. I want to have a talk with Sheriff McNeil, too. Better hide your gun.
Why me do that?
My hunch is right about Ruby. She may try some kind of a trick. I want to be ready for her without her knowing it.
Me hide gun on the shirt.
Good. Let's go.
Hey, Sheriff, here's some footprints.
Yeah. 3 sets of them.
Ambushed. The sneaking varmints never gave him a chance.
Those bloodstains?
Yep.
Now, why would anybody want to kill a nice, hard-working guy like Bill?
Well, we don't know that he's dead yet, Ruby. Leastwise, not till we find his body.
One set leads off in that direction.
Yeah. Carrying something heavy, too. Well, looks like we found him all right.
Cunts even had the nerve to put a cross on the grave.
We better make sure it's Pittman. Come on, the dirt looks loose. I don't think it's very deep.
Nobody who knew Bill would want to kill him. It must have been a stranger.
Sounds logical.
Whoever did it's going to pay for it, and my name's not Ruby Creston.
Take it easy, Alan.
That's the shirt he was wearing. That's Bill.
Oh, the poor devil. I'll cover him up again. We'll send a wagon out later.
What are you going to do?
Right now, we're going after the 3 varmints who did this killing.
One varmint, Sheriff. Don't start anything.
Mask.
Who are you?
Friend?
No friend of mine wears a mask.
This mask doesn't mean I'm an outlaw.
Your gun does. You're responsible for this killing?
No, I'm not. We heard a shot and arrived in time to see the killer right away. The dead man was lying in the road.
Was he dead when you found him?
No, he died a moment after we reached him. The only decent thing was to bury him until we found out who he was.
You're lying. You killed him.
If that were true, why would we come back here?
Because the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. That's why.
Sheriff McNeil knows better than that. Don't you, Sheriff?
I don't know.
The killers would have hidden the grave, wouldn't they?
I suppose so.
You talk straight, Mac. Even if he does wear that mask.
Yeah. All right, mister. Put away your gun. I'll believe you.
Good. I'm glad you do.
You're crazy, Hugh. Bill was one of my best hands. And I'm not going to let his killer smooth talk you into letting him get away.
You kept him pretty busy, didn't you?
You're darn right I did. And what's more, I get him up, mister.
Oh, wait a minute, Ruby. Take it easy.
Wait, nothing. You ain't got sense to pour water out of a boot. That hombre's one of the hooded gang.
You're wrong.
Shut up. I'm doing the talking. Take a look at his engine, pal, Hugh.
What about it?
He was in my place just 2 minutes before the robbery. He left right afterwards.
You're right. I thought he looked kind of familiar.
Sure, he was scouting the place. Bill must have run across the two of them trying to split up my money.
That's not true.
Saw your partner in the cafe myself. All right, drop your guns. You're under arrest, both of you. Take off his mask. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, you blasted redskin!
Good work, Tonto. Keep them covered. Sorry you wouldn't believe me, Sheriff.
I'll never believe you're anything but a murdering bandit.
And there's no use wasting any more time. Tonto, pick up their guns.
What are you going to do?
That's for you to worry about, Mrs. Creston.
You know my name?
I know a lot about you. You'll find your guns out on the road. Come on, Tonto.
Let's get our guns. We'll go after him.
Wait. Now that we know who we're going after, let's get a posse so big that we can't miss finding them.
It's a good idea, Ruby. I'll track these killers down if I have to deputize every man in the county. Let's go.
This is far enough, Tonto. They can't follow us here.
That plenty close call, Kimisari.
Yes, but well worth it. Now we know Ruby is working with the gang.
We do?
Yes. She gave herself away when she asked if Pittman was dead when we found him. If she believed we killed him, she wouldn't have asked such a question.
Her know us innocent, but her still accuse us.
Exactly. Something else, too. If she'd kept Pittman busy all the time, he couldn't have been working with the hooded gang without her knowing it.
Me understand. That not proof enough for sheriff.
I'm afraid not. Especially when he's convinced that we did the killing.
What we do?
We're going to use Ruby to track down the whole gang.
That mean you have plan?
Yes, Tonto. As soon as things quiet down, I'm going to have a talk with Ruby Creston.
Of course, business is bad. The posse's got all my customers, but I'm glad of it.
That was sure slick of you, boss. Having McNeil and half the county out after that masked hombre. We can sure laugh at them all.
I'd laugh a lot more convincing if I was sure they'd catch him.
Well, how can they miss with that big a posse?
You wouldn't say that if you'd seen that critter in action. Black, he's the fastest moving man I ever saw.
Ruby, what do you got to worry about?
Nothing. Except he must be pretty sore at me for pinning a murder on him.
I've been accused of murder before, Ruby. Don't reach, Black.
Masked man.
How'd you get in here?
I'm here. That's the important thing.
What do you want?
Well, since Bill's dead, I figured you could use a good gunslinger around here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do, Ruby. Or should I call you boss like Flack does?
You got a nerve sneaking in here and...
Shut up, Flack. Stop beating around the bush and say what you mean.
I told you Bill Pittman wasn't dead when we got to him. Remember?
Well, what about it?
He talked before he died.
Huh?
Wasn't very smart of him to quit your gang, was it, Ruby?
You didn't say anything about all this morning.
What did you expect me to do with the sheriff standing there? You'd be a lot safer with me on your side. How about it?
You want to work for me, is that it?
Why do you think I came here?
No, you're too hot. Half the county's after you.
Nobody's ever seen my face, have they?
Oh, that's true enough. I must admit I like the way you handled McNeil this morning.
Don't worry. I can make myself useful.
How about that Injun pal of yours? Is he in on this, too?
He's outside. He's just as anxious to join the gang as I am.
All right. I'll take a chance on you, mister. But remember, I'm running this outfit, and don't you ever forget it.
Anything you say, Ruby.
All right, put your gun away. Go and get your Injun friend. I'll hide you out at the ranch until this cools down.
I knew someone smart was bossing this outfit. I'll be right back.
You're a fool to trust him.
Who says I trust him? You want nothing to do but pretend to go along.
You're not going to let him join the gang.
No, they're too dangerous. When you and Dusty show him the way out to the ranch, you're also going to show him how it feels to get a bullet in the back.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter, Flack?
Posse's swarming all over this section. We got to take it easy. We better get off here.
You mean we're going to head on foot?
Yeah. We better scout out ahead. I don't want to take any chances.
All right. Hey, Flack. How close is the ranch?
Just about as close as you're going to get, Mr. Reach.
You too, Injun.
What's the idea?
You're a fool to think you could blackmail your way into the gang. Ruby doesn't go for things like that.
If you do any shooting, you'll bring the posse swarming down on your neck.
So what? That you galoots are after, not us. Drop your gun. That goes for you, too. Drop 'em! You had Ruby figured all wrong. Kick it over here, huh?
Bad accident.
You didn't help Dusty's appearances either. Nice work, Tonto. You'll both look a lot better in jail.
You haven't got anything on us. Your word against ours, and who's going to believe you?
Since it's obvious Ruby sent you to kill us, I know just what to do about that. Take off your shirts.
Huh?
What are you going to do? We're going to tie you up and escort you into town.
What do you want our shirts for?
I'm going to present them to the sheriff with your compliments. Now take them off. Hurry it up.
I just hate wasting the time, that's all.
We don't stand a prayer till the moon comes out. And besides, Mac, the boys need a rest.
I know it. But what beats me is how those two could just disappear.
Maybe you're not looking in the right place, Sheriff.
You!
Don't draw. Deputy, over there.
You got a gull coming here. What are you after?
I'm after the leader of the hooded gang, and you're going to help me.
You must be crazy.
I can change your mind about that, too, Sheriff. Put these on.
These are hoods.
I know. I want you properly dressed when we go calling.
I wouldn't be a party to anything like that.
Yes, you will, Sheriff. While you're changing clothes, I'll explain things. That's better. See, Sheriff, from the start you've had me wrong. I'm on the side of the law. My brother happened to be a Texas Ranger.
It's about time. What took you so... What are you bringing him back here for?
We decided to do it this way.
You decided? Who are you to decide anything? Take them hoods off before anybody sees you and get him out of here.
No. You're handling this one.
What's the matter with you? What's gotten into you?
We've been taking the risk and doing the killing. Time you got your hands dirty.
So that's why you brought him back.
Yeah.
Aren't you a little mixed up, Flack? I'm the one that does the deciding and the thinking around here. Now take that guy out of here and finish him off like I told you to.
I told you she was afraid to do her own killing, Flack.
Afraid? Oh, so you're the one that started this. You fool. Can't you see he's playing for time? Me afraid of killing? I suppose you forgot that I'm the one that plugged the guy on the Layton stage. And who took care of the bank teller at Red Gap? Well, answer me!
Have you heard enough, Sheriff?
Sheriff.
Yes, Ruby.
Sheriff McNeil.
And I'm arresting you for the murders you just confessed. You walked right into a trap set by my masked friend here.
Friend?
Best friend the law ever had. And if you're wondering what happened to your men, the Indians got them tied up outside. All right, Ruby. You're heading for jail. Well, now that the hooded gang is rounded up, this town can be a credit to the West again. I can't even start to thank you.
That's all right, Sheriff.
Yeah, I hope you'll forgive me for thinking you were on the wrong side of the law. After all, I didn't know who you were then.
Appearances were against me. As Ruby knows now, appearances can be deceptive. We have to be on our way. Nice working with you, Sheriff.
Sure you won't stay? The whole town will want to thank you for what you've done.
Afraid we can't. Tonto and I have work elsewhere. Adios.
Goodbye, man.
A masked man on the side of the law? I don't get it, Mac.
I didn't get it either until he gave me that bullet.
No, it didn't make any difference to me, but it sure changed your mind in a hurry.
Sure did. When I saw that bullet was silver, I knew there was a man who's almost become a legend. Alan, he's the Lone Ranger.
Hail,